A very good day. My name is Thinesshwaran, like Gunasekaran, and my matrix ID is MEM231034. So now I would like to start the presentation for our life cycle assessment assignment. So we are currently from group 4, and we have 4 members, which are Hassan, Habib, Arvinthan, myself, Thinesshwaran, and Nick Mohammed Hafiz. So let us start with the presentation. So these are the contents which are to be explained in this project presentation. First is the selected organization, net zero target, life cycle analysis, LCA, scopes 1, 2, 3, conclusions, and reference. So the selected organization, which we have comprehended for this life cycle assessment, is the Mask company. So Mask is basically a company which has 100,000 employees, the same amount of customers, 700 plus container vessels, 3 billion business events, 65 terminal across 36 countries. It has 7 million, warehouse capacities, and it's active in 130 countries, and it is basically aiming net zero climate neutral across the business by 2040. So net zero target. So Musk has set an ambitious target to achieve net zero carbon emission by the year 2040. This commitment reflects the company's dedication to sustainability and aligns with the global efforts to address climate change. Achieving net zero emissions means that Musk aims to balance, the amount of greenhouse gases it emits with an equivalent method or amount removed from the atmosphere or offset through various measures. Musk's net zero target is part of its broader strategy to transition towards a more sustainable and environmentally friendly shipping industry. So basically, it aims to reach its net zero uh, target by the year of 2040, and basically it's going to offset the greenhouse gases which blooms across the shipping industry. So this is basically their net zero target. So Musk, with in-depth of analysis, it is founded in 1904 by Arnold Peter Moller, which is a Danish conglomerate and the largest container shipping company today globally. So the company's commitment to globalization led to widespread international presence, providing shipping and logistics solutions. So its early years were marked by a focus on trade routes between Denmark and the United States. The company played a pivotal role in the 1960s containerization revolution, adopting the transformative shipping method. So these moved and propelled Musk into the forefront of global trade, establishing it as a dominant force in the shipping industry. So to reach its net zero goal, Musk is likely implementing a combination of measures. So these are the 5, tenets of Musk which they follow in order to reach the net zero target on the year 2040. So investment in low carbon technologies are their first, measure. Musk is likely investing in and adopting low carbon or zero emission technology. So these may involve the use of cleaner fuels, biofuels, or hydrogen, and the development of electric and hybrid vessels. So this is the first, measure. Second is operational efficiency improvements, which is, focused of enhancing the overall energy efficiency of its operation is a key. So these may involve optimizing shipping routes, improving fuel efficiency, and implementing energy-saving technologies. Third is basically the transition of renewable energy, where Musk may be used or explore the use of renewable energy sources. So this includes the investment in onshore facilities powered by renewable energy. So the fourth measure is the carbon offsetting or carbon removing methods. This is to address emissions that are challenging to eliminate completely. Musk may be involved in carbon offsetting initiatives. So this involves investing in projects that reduce or remove an equivalent amount of carbon dioxide. The final combination of measure is the collaboration and industry partnership, which uh, the Musk is likely to collaborate with stakeholders and the government of that particular country, and also research institutions, to collaborate and bloom or to set an idea so that these measure could be uh, enhanced and equipped by the year 2040. So this is all from my side, and this is the introduction of the Mars company towards the sustainability of net zero operation. So I would like to, give the presentation to my next group mate. Thank you.
Okay, this is the SCA for the company. We can see here there is a steadily increment from years to years, but there is a change in pattern of the scope. We can see the decreasing pattern for the scope 1 and then increasing pattern for the scope 3. That means scope 3 replace the scope 1 as the main contributor of the greenhouse gas emission. Okay, this is the scope 1 for the LCA. Basically, the majority of the contributor for this scope is the fuel that we use for the ships. As we know that MAS has more than 700 vessels. So in order to cater this problem or this emission, the MES implement the policy of only order new vessel for new building. That vessel that can operate with dual fuel. The normal one with the diesel, and then the second one with the green methanol. So their effort is last year they launched the first methanol enabled vessel in the world, Laura Mass, and then there are another seven new vessel this year, and in total by 2035 there will be 19, 8 from the new building and another 11 from the ship engine new conversion. So beside that, despite its contribute to the very minimal effect to the emission, MES also implement the terminal electrification by using the solar panel and also deploy electric mini delivery vehicles. If you ask me whether they can achieve the 2040 target, the answer is no, because actually it's required at least 44 vessels per year uh, to achieve this target. And that's mean at the current rates, there is another 100 years to achieve the target. Besides that, and the mass also sold their mass Pelican, a vessel that we can use the wind assisted vessel. So the way forward for this initiative is only by increasing their conversion and new building rate. Okay, that's all from me.
Hi, now we're going to see about the scope 2. Scope 2 is an indirect emission from the energy purchase. Compared to the scope 1 and scope 3, scope 2 is a play a minor role. And we can notice that the chart in 2022 GHG footprint, the scope 2 is contribute just 0.5% compared to the other scopes. And also in 2021, 1% only it's contribute to compared to the other scopes. But in the yearly, the table from this table, we can notice that from yearly, the carbon emissions are increasing gradually. On 2020, the amount of the carbon emitted was 289,000. And then in 2021, it emitted 310,000 tons. And in 2022, it emitted 356,000 of tons. We can notice that from 2020 to 2021, it increased 21,000 of the carbon tons of the carbon emission. And also in 2022, it increased for 46,000 of the tons of the carbon emission. They are compared to the other scope. The company is not considered on the scope 2. That's it for the scope 2. My friend will be continue. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Ahsan Rifat. I'll be discussing about the scope 3, which is a value chain. The emission created in the value chain as a result of Mark's business activities, including emission from cargo transported under vessel share agreements and sourcing of marine fuel to the third-party customers. So in year 2021, the carbon emission from scope 3 was 28,952, which increased in year 2022 56%, and the carbon emission was 43,451. And the activities including in scope 3 are upstream transportation and distribution, use of sold product, fuel energy related activities, and purchase goods and services. Priority fuels for green emissions that markets are considering is a biodiesel made from waste and residue feedstock. Markets are using the second generation biodiesel on their vessels. It can also be used as a drop-in fuel to their vessel on transport. The second generation is green methanol such as biomethanol and e-methanol. Green methanol is safe to use on Mark's vessel, and biomethanol is made from sustainable biomass, and e-methanol is made from renewable energy and biogenic carbon dioxide. And lastly, the green ammonia such as e-ammonia. It has no carbon, but it has a high toxic elements which is harmful for environment and health, and it need some process to be used safely on Mark's vessel and transport. Marx has taken initiative to decarbonize of inland logistic and service offering, starting with their all new logistic buildings aim for LEED Platinum or building research establishment environment assessment method certification, like in Taulov, Denmark, Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Doncaster, UK. And they're piloting the sustainable aviation fuel offer to customers in partnership with United Airlines and Air France KLM. They are shifting to electric rail to renewable energy. They are already started in Germany and Spain. They have deployed 29 heavy-duty electric trucks in the US and also 400 plus on order for delivery by 2025. And in India, they have already deployed the electric vans for B2B middle mile distribution, and eventually they are planning to cover 77% of all postal areas. And they are also switching to lower impact cold storage refrigerant like carbon dioxide and ammonia in Hamilton, New Zealand. For decarbonizing terminals, Marx has taken initiative in Gateway Terminals India to hybridization of rubber tire gantry cranes that contributes less than 50% fuel and emission savings. In APM Terminals, Pipavav India, Marx has deployed 1 megawatt rooftop solar at the terminal. For container volume transported by rail via APM Terminals, Gothenburg grew by 13% in 2022. Marx has also ordered 180 plus electric or hybrid container to handle equipment in their terminals.
Now we're going to see about the conclusion. Conclusion. Maersk is a global leader in the shipping and logistics as made significant strides towards the achieving its net zero carbon by 2040. So to achieve that, they already started to reduce its operational of the carbon footprint. Also, they are investing lower carbon fuels and energy efficient practices as the part of the sustainability plan. And also commitment to the renewable energy source as the engage in the initiates for the carbon offsetting and removal, and actively transforming towards from the environmental friendly and sustainability further through the collaborative efforts and the industrial partnerships. And last is a progress towards the net zero. They drive by innovations and the responsibility in a significant example of the climate conscious business practice in the maritime industry. Next, we're going to see about the reference. These are the reference that we go through for our presentation. And that's all from our side. Thank you very much for listening